designed so that you sit with your neighbourhood team, but you can sit with whoever you want to be with on that day, whoever you're working with, and I would sit with different people on any given day, and it was Unilever, they say it's who you know, not what you know, and I met more people in an organisation than probably anyone else because I hadn't had a desk for so long. I'd say, secondly, it was a real issue for the CEO of the UK business that they weren't having that office bump at the coffee machine, and I know that's something that companies like Apple have spent millions trying to work out. And we would train teams that it's still important to come together, and it's whether you come together once a week, but you're all in the office, but also how to use communication with Skype to have that spontaneous, hey, have you got a moment? But face-to-face is still important. And then I'll finally say on things like social networks, you know, Michelle once said to me, just checking she's still listening, just once said to me, you know, JB, there's someone in marketing who's got some great tips on how to run a virtual meeting. Can you find it for me? And I said, well, do you know who it was? And she said, no. And I said, there's probably 75,000 people in marketing at Unilever. So I put on Chatter, or Yammer as it was then, anyone got any good virtual meeting tips? And within 7 minutes, I had 10 documents from people I'd never met. We've had brands launch in 20 days and beat the competition to market because they can crowdsource ideas within the organisation. So I think you've got to train people on how to do that, but it is a real issue. But it's something that Unilever was definitely, that's been the main driver of doing the whole thing.
That's great. Sorry. That sort of crowdsourcing information, the social networking that so many people are doing, you can bring that into a company, especially if the company's big enough. So everything from blogging to a Facebook type thing, communications and just connections, that sort of thing. In IBM we have a thing called Ask the Expert, and it's the same sort of thing. Does anyone know anything about this? And then people start sending you stuff. People in different countries that you have no idea they existed, but it does work. It takes quite a bit of discipline, and it's still quite in its infancy, I think. But social networking in corporations is a great idea.
It's another thing we have to learn, but of course creativity comes about, ideas come about in all sorts of different ways, and they don't, if you plonk people in a room and tell them to brainstorm an idea, a solution to something, it's probably going to be the worst way to get a solution. But it's about the meetings that you have, but it's also about having the space and the place to think about those and reflect on those. And often people say, the best ideas come to me in the shower or whatever. I remember the Matt Britton of Google. I interviewed him for the FT a while ago, and he said that he got his best ideas when he was cycling through Richmond Park on his bicycle with nothing around except for the deer and the trees. So that sort of that kind of the natural environment is also very important in creativity. So it's a whole combination of things, but we do have tools which we need to learn to use better, virtual tools, to be able to collaborate. And obviously, a lot of people are collaborating across borders, so they're not going to be able to see each other every day.